Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Underworlds.
And in this game, I'm playing Blackpowder's Buccaneers.
I'm playing the Brethren of the Boot in another one of our Battle of the Bads.
Battle of the Bads. Yes, so this is game 1 or 2, depending on which order we put them out in.
And depending on whether it's on YouTube or Patreon, one's going to go on Patreon, one's
That's going to be really hard. We kind of like want to record them so that we, we can put one on Patreon or whatever. It's going to be really difficult not to refer to the previous game that we've already had.
Yeah, so there might be spoilers.
Which was an absolute thriller. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was an absolute thriller.
Came down to the wire, and there's one glory in it.
Wow,
so if it's
absolute thriller.
If it wasn't on Patreon, it was on YouTube, do go check it out. If it's on Patreon,
check it out on Patreon. In fact, the really good game is on Patreon.
Yeah, so you should check out Patreon regardless. Go join that. Really cheap. Get all our games on there.
Absolutely.
And either way, you will get the game on Patreon first. So we are playing our Battle of the Bands. So we have 8 war bands, the 8 worst war bands as identified by our patrons. We've got 4 each, and then we randomly match them up. And also all of our decks, we've used the 8 decks that came from the box. But the rules are we can't use a deck more than once.
No repetition. And
we can't use more than 1 core box deck in each of our Nemesis builds.
Yes, so it's a Nemesis tournament, but yes, like you say, each of the big 4, as we call them, has to be separate. You can't put, Pillage and Plunder and C2C in this game.
No.
Which is interesting for the countdown to Cataclysm because there are only 2 other of the weaker decks that aren't...
Yeah, that actually work.
Aren't plot cards, so you have to take a Reckless Fury or a Wacky Ruin. So yeah, that doesn't give them much choice. And it was quite, I don't know how you found it, Pete. I found it quite a difficult exercise trying to work. I think, that's a really good combination. Yep. Oh no, but that leaves you with those 2.
Leaves me with these
and they are terrible.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting. I don't think there's any way of doing it unless you have a team competition. It'd be interesting to build a tournament that was based around that. The only way you maybe could do it is if you did a league. So people had to keep rotating what they took. Or
you did 4 rounds and you had to pick a different pairing of decks in each round or something like that.
But that's quite a lot of admin for everybody. Everybody coming.
Be quite a pain in the backside.
I don't want to do
that. so this is our either first or second game, as we said. There might be spoilers, so if you haven't checked out the other game, if it is up, then do go check that out first, just in case. We are all set up. So I'm the Brethren of the Bolt, and I am running Emberstone Sentinels and the Edge of Knife.
We're both running Edge of the Knife. Me, because 4 of my fighters already started tempered, and this guy can take a couple of wounds without getting too upset.
Now, I've got 2 of mine are tempered, and the other 3 aren't. And you might say, well, why would you take Edge of the Knife with that then? And it's purely because...
they're rubbish and die, really.
Yeah, well, there is that. And also, it was kind of like it was the last pairing I had once I picked all the others.
This was actually the first pairing I did.
Interesting. Well, I guess it makes sense to get some of the worst decks out of the way earlier if you can.
Right, well, I think I identified Edge of the Knife was best of my 4 warbands. I identified Edge of the Knife as the best for this warband.
Yep.
And then I tried it with Sentinels. Martin, who's in our Patreon, who played Blackpowder quite a lot, told me that with Emberstone Sentinels I was doomed to fail. Doomed to fail. I did say, well, I am only playing against other rubbish warbands, so maybe I'm not. But him and Slippy convinced me to go for Pillage and Plunder. So I'm doing Pillage and Plunder and Edge of the Knife.
So we shall show our cards, then we shall roll off round 1.
So I won the roll-off in this game, and I picked the board this way round, and the objectives like this, and we put the fighters like that. So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like this.
Front and centre.
Yeah, not a fan of that one. So let's roll for round 1.
Round.
In the last game, you won most of the roll-offs here.
I did, actually.
I've got a crit.
I did.
I've got a crit.
I haven't.
So you get to pick up another card.
I have another card, and it is...
Right, well, I am going to go first. I feel it is imperative that I do so.
Okay.
So I am going to charge.
You've got to pick your fulminating ability.
Yes. My fulminating
which I'm guessing for the first time is usually the stagger one.
Yeah, Faithful Dynamos, which is friendly fighters all have the stagger ability. Or friendly fighters weapon, should I say. I could also have friendly fighters cannot be flanked, or every time I should get a charge token, I can take a damage instead and not get charged, but I shall not. So I'm going to charge with Arcus, I think. I need to go 1-2 to there. So as we mean to go on, I shall have a go at the big lad.
Alright.
So Arcus, 2 hammers, 2 damage. 1 hammer.
Sorry.
It's where you roll
I was
dice.
thinking about my objectives because I've got an underdog situation going on.
Not yet, you don't.
No, but you're going to score thingy, maybe.
No, I'm not scored anything,
Okay.
but I did do 2 damage.
You do, yes.
So I am now uninspired because Arcus made a successful attack. He's now uninspired and quite much more ropey. But I might as well use this now. I'm going to use Fake Out. So I can potentially inflict damage on you.
Ooh.
I can pick a fight with health characteristic of 3 or more that's adjacent to a temper friendly fighter. That's your boss. Hammer or sword, and I'll do a damage. Hammer! So he's taking another damage. Wow. You might want to replace those glory counters with wounds.
I've got 3 glory.
This is how I always lose.
I'm afraid I've got 27 glory.
It's only round 2.
Oh, man.
And then it's over to you in the power step.
I'm already enjoying this a lot less than the previous game. So he's taken 3 damage already.
Yeah. Fucked him right up.
Wow. I am going to play Sudden Blast.
What's that one?
Stagger the fighter. I'm going to stagger this guy, Jason Fighter.
Get turned into blancmange.
I'm going to try.
Okay. I'm going to use my Crackly Burst.
Okay.
Use in a power step pick for any fighter. That fighter moves. I can use this once per game. So you go 1, 2, 3 to there.
Interesting.
Back to you.
I'll play Commanding Stride and go around here. Let's try it. Let's try and be interesting.
That's what my wife keeps saying to me.
I'm going to charge this way. 1, 2, 3, 4 onto there.
With Furious George.
Furious George. So it's 3 hammers, 3 swords. I mean, 1 damage.
Okay. On to
Whichever's the easiest to hit.
they're both one. Oh no, Tazat here is 1 dodge, but with single assists.
Brilliant.
Well done, Furious George.
Okay, but I do score power in numbers because there are 3 tempered fighters over here.
Nice.
Next to each other.
And I do score Sally 4th.
Okay.
Because I have a friendly fighter with a charge token holding a treasure token in enemy territory.
That's not enemy territory.
Oh no, it's not. Rubbish. Stupid game. Poo. Oh, it's all gone bad. They've got rid of
And
them
the power step,
objectives.
I'll flip this
I'll flip that.
and score, claim the prize.
I'm going to play the Uprising that makes everybody tempered, only because it has absolutely no use whatsoever.
I'm going to put Impervious onto Gorlock.
So what's that do?
When he's tempered, save fighters cannot be affected by cleave and ensnare.
Oh, you are staggered
Oh, yeah, yes. That's a good
because
point.
I attacked you.
This might be an error, but I'm going to play Wary Delver and put Furious George on guard.
He is on 2 dodge, isn't he?
Yep.
That makes him quite a lot harder to
Yeah,
do anything
that's what I was
about.
thinking.
So my second go?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I might as well charge with Tassat just in case. 1, 2, 3 to there. So it's 2 hammers, and I get a reroll, and I get single assists. Hammer. That's all. Yeah.
The guard is enough.
The guy, yeah, the shield is
Oh,
enough.
and the double is enough as well, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, well. Yeah, I didn't see that going any better in my head, to be honest. I might as well use me Heaven's Charge
Oh,
on
yeah.
though, because it was a failed attack, so I'm not uninspired. So then I'll use Heaven's Charge to uninspire the friendly fighter and do a damage to the monk.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to use it on Gorlock.
I thought about it.
So the monkey's taken a damage.
Yeah.
Is that a power step thing?
That is after my action step.
But not a
so
power
it's not a
step.
power step
Okay.
thing, but in the power step I have Nout.
I'll flip this.
Flippity doo dah.
My second. You know what? I'm going to try with the bird.
Bird. 3 swords, 1 damage, crit grievous.
Yeah, but you've got shields, not dodge.
1 shield.
Oh, quick
Can't-
sword.
That bird is jammy.
And I will follow up.
And you get the crit, which is even more jammy.
I'll flip this to go back into cover.
Yep.
And that's the third of subsequent delve.
That's my third go.
Yes.
I will charge with the boss man.
Shooting through.
Shooting through
Well, you don't
Galvic.
You don't actually have to shoot through him, do you? Because you've got range 3.
So 3 hammers, it's 1 damage. I get a reroll and I got single and double assists. So no swords, basically.
No sword.
Oh, I'll
Okay.
keep that.
Well, I probably can't do anything else about that.
No,
So-
'cause that's 2 crits and a
So
success.
it's a dead mage.
So that's 1 glory. Whee.
I'll just flip this and
Flip, flappity, flip, flap. And Pater is uninspired now.
I'll charge. I mean, he moves 3. Go with him then. 1, 2, 3. So there.
Having a go at Arcus.
Yep. 2 swords. Just 1 sword.
Arcus is 1 dodge. No. 1 damage.
Yep. I'll push you. I've got to reroll, but no matter. I'll push you this way. And that does give me a swag token as well.
That does give you swag.
So I'm not the underdog, so it only gives me 1.
So my fourth and final go, I will move on to here, and in the power step I will flurp that.
So you are staggered. So I'll put Deadly Aim onto Gorlock. And then for my fourth, I'll shoot at him. So it's
Arcus.
3 swords, but I have got ensnare. I will use this actually.
So using his blungerbuss.
Yeah, such a waste. I've got to use it. I'll use the range. Oh no, the range might be useful later. Oh, stupid game. But I'm just going to give the weapon cleave because that only uses 1 token. I've only got 1 token. The other things you can use 2 tokens.
Oh, right,
Because you need to use it 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's
You need to get rid of
absolutely
3 tokens.
terrible Inspire
Can
mechanic.
use cleave and then not use it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, now I've got to pick and snare.
Yeah.
There's 3 swords, 1 damage. 1 sword. Oh, you have got a reroll though.
Yeah, you've got a reroll staggered.
1 sword.
So a crit is all I can get. Nope.
1 damage.
1 damage and 1 dead.
Okay.
1 glory.
And that was also my second attack without having a charge. So I have scored hostile takeover. And I actually did it in the same turn this time, so
Yeah.
no FAQ
Not as
needed.
bad. How many of your surges have you scored? 5 of them?
4.
Crikey. End of that turn then.
You went first.
Yeah, right, I scored Supremacy. That's it.
Well done.
It's good. It's keeping me in the game, but it's not been great. I will keep the other 2, and then I might regret that. I will put Agile. Allows me to re-roll a save. So I'll put it onto me boss man.
Okay.
He's out of it at the minute, but he probably won't be for long. And I'll put Dark Horse onto me boss man too. I'll keep the last 2. I'll draw 1 objective and 4 power cards.
I've scored against the odds because I flipped an odd-numbered warband. Not warband. Token. And I've scored Desolate Homeland because there's only 1 in my territory.
Is that 2?
That's 2, yes.
Up to 8.
I'll keep this one. And I will put Tough Enough on Shriek. This really can't be affected by Cleave and Ensnare. Keep that and draw 5 and 2.
So I'll show you our cards and roll for round 2. Right, round 2, time to roll. I get a hammer.
Hammer, but you are the underdoge.
I'm the underdoge, overdoge, wandering free. And I will let you go first, I think.
I don't want to.
You can just pass.
Okay, I'll go first, I guess. Because I have to. I'll move the bird onto there.
Bird.
I would like to play Trap Cash
Fat cash.
and deal a damage to Galvic.
I'm going to play by the numbers. Yep, 2 cards.
Okay. I'm going to put Impossibly Quick onto Gorlock.
What's that?
Doesn't make you any faster, but it does give him +1 save.
Oh, yes. My first go, I'm just going to charge with Tazat. 1, 2, 3 to there. Have a go at Simon. Okay, 2 hammers, 1 damage. Oh, 1 crit. Nothing.
A crit, I'm afraid.
You boogie. I will shove it to there.
You can if it's an equal crit, can't
Yes.
you? I have scored Immovable, though.
What's that?
If they were tempered and I wasn't slain.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Now, I wish I had used my thing, because I could shoot you there.
Can't find my tiny violin, I'm afraid. But if it ever shows up.
My second, I just charged to there. 2 swords. Oh, that's defense dice. Oh, jammy git.
Crit is the only thing that will do me anything. Oh, that bounced off of a crit.
Just 1.
1.
Does give me a swag token, however. I will push you. I'll push you to the stagger hex.
I'm going to play sidestep to move back onto the
Okay.
objective.
Hello.
I'm going to put Duelist onto Galvic.
Okay.
So my second go, I charge a Galvic 1, 2, 3 to there. And he's going to clobberate the bird. 3 hammers, 2 damage. 2 hammers.
2 shields. Hit your face. Dead bird.
That's 1 rotisseried bird. I get glory for that.
Yeah.
I could use Dullist, which I might as well, onto that objective. Galvic is now uninspired.
Okay.
In fact, if I'm here, what's your range on, what's Big Lad move? 3?
3, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to use Dullist to just move back one, actually. I'm going to leave him there. I'm not going to use Duelist.
You're not.
No, wait, no, because if I do... No, I'm going to move him on to... No, I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to leave him there. Analysis paralysis. Leave him there and bugger it all.
Okay.
You're up to 9. I've missed one off, sorry.
And into power step?
No, pass.
I put great speed on Gorlock.
You could have just told me that at the start.
Well, I couldn't because you'd have put him on the objective. I mean, you'd have moved him away rather.
I didn't pick my ability at the start either. I'll pick the flanked one just because.
Okay, so he's not He's not flanking you.
No.
Okay.
I will also use healing potion at this stage then.
Okay. Take him to 3.
Yeah, put him back to his 3.
Okay.
In case I somehow get some kind of crit save.
Okay.
Or
I'm
something.
going to put sharpened points on Gorlock as well.
Yeah, I need crits anyway. So I pass.
And then for my 3rd, I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to play opportunity strikes to pick a weapon as part of an attack. For temper fighter, add 1 extra dice.
4 hammers.
No, it's only 3 hammers.
Oh, okay. Well,
But no single assists either. So, oh, there's a crit and a hammer.
so he's dead. Another 2 glory for you. That's 11. I do score Sally 4th.
I've scored aggressive defender.
I'll put great strength onto my boss.
Okay, so that was a extra token attack as well.
Yep. Alright, so my 3rd go. Might as well charge with my boss to there. It's only 2 swords though. It's pretty pathetic.
Oh,
1 crit.
that's on Gorlock.
Yeah.
I have got impossibly quick on him at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's a shield. So that's enough. My 4th, I'll charge to here.
Tazat.
So it's 2 swords with single assists.
1 dodge for me.
A single assist.
Now, the odds are I will
Oh,
fail
I've got
this.
a reroll as well.
Oh, yep, yep.
Single assist.
The odds are I'll fail this, and I want to fail it, though I won't. No, I did. I did fail it. Okay, so that's a wound.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
I will push you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could kill you, but I forgot that she's a 3-wound fighter.
So my 4th and final go, I will club you about the head again with my incredibly amazing 2 sword attack. 3 damage. Come on, double crit. Ooh, 1 crit.
A dodge, so that is nothing. So that's 3 damage. Wow,
damage.
okay, that's better than I thought they only did 2 damage when you...
I rolled a crit, so I will.
Oh, because you've got great strength.
I will knock you back and push. Knock you back
3,
and
so
follow
that
up.
puts me on 6.
Up to 6 wounds.
Yeah, you did again.
Interesting. End phase then. You went first.
I've scored nothing. 2 cards left. I don't know if I haven't got any surge cards.
I mean, it's 11 to... No, it's 12.
Got to
You should be
keep
on
that.
12, I think.
Keep that. I'm going to keep them all.
Yeah, so you're just drawing 4 power cards?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've scored Trial of the Tempered for 3.
No, why have you scored that?
Sorry?
Why have you scored that?
Because he's got
Oh,
Dark Horse.
I've scored that as well.
Oh, shit.
I'll have a new
So I have a bit more of a chance, but I don't. I'm going to get rid of Double Team and Unassailable, because they're both Surge cards and I don't have really any chance on either. And I'm going to get rid of Mobbed and Confusion. I'm going to draw 3 and 5. So it shall show you a cards and roll for round 3. Final.
15 plays 9. Okay. A hammer.
Sword.
So you get to choose. So
I will go first.
Could be dead.
You get to pick up
Kills
another
it, please.
card.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you lost. For my first go, I'm going to go on guard with Patriophilius.
Okay.
And then in the power step, I'm going to play Sharp Reflexes on my boss. Let's give him +1 save.
I'm going to put Canny Sapper on Gorlock.
I'm going to play Spiteful Traps to give Gorlock a move token.
Oh no, I put Mobbed
Yeah.
onto...
Oh, and I'm going to use my Charged Aura thing so I can't be flanked again.
Okay, well, I put Mobbed on him anyway.
Well, yeah, because you can still use the surrounded,
Yeah.
just not the
Yeah.
flanked. I'll put Impervious onto Phileas,
Okay.
so I cannot be affected by Club or
Oh, nice.
Ensnare.
I put Great Fortitude onto him as well.
I would have to do a full 3 damage to
Yeah.
take him out.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going to shoot at me for your first go?
Yes. I'll shoot at you. I'll do the explodey thing, but that makes no difference.
Yep.
But I can take 2 tokens off, which will inspire my
Everyone.
fighters. I'll do that in a minute.
fatos.
I'll do that in a minute. So it's 3 swords. I can't use cleave, did you say?
I cannot be affected by Cleave or Ensnare
Because you're tempered.
because of my
Yeah,
imperviousness.
you're tempered. Okay.
Yep.
I've got that too, actually.
I have Dark Horse.
I've got that too. Well, I've got Mobbed, so I've got I've got double supports as well.
Yes, because you can't use the singles, you can't use that because of flanked.
So as a crit.
Minus critus.
Oh, and a double support.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've done that twice. I've got double support.
So it is just 2 dice, 2 dodge.
Haha.
Pew, pew.
Nice.
As I'm on guard.
Yes.
And I have scored immovable.
Brilliant. So I'm going to play, in the power step, I'm going to play synchronised effort. And swap. I can't swap these.
4.
I have to swap these 2 over.
So you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I could swap him.
You swap those 2 over.
Do I want to do that?
I don't know.
No, neither do I. No, I don't. Because then I'm going to use Canny Snapper. Snaps.
Canny slapper.
I'm going to go over here. You can't shoot me there, though, can you?
I cannot shoot you. I will have to charge you. You gain a charge counter when that happens.
I don't think you do. Oh, you get a stagger token.
You get a stagger token, yeah. So my second go, I think I'm going to have to charge you.
Okay.
Because depending if that works or not, changes a lot of things.
Okay.
So I've got 2 swords and a reroll.
Oh, okay. And I've got basically nothing.
2 swords and a reroll. Come on. Oh!
Dead Gorlock.
The double crit comes in once more for Pete. That doesn't happen often.
I can use power from death, however, to draw 3 cards.
You can. Power from death. So it's 3 glory for me.
What is it? 15 plays 13 now.
God blimey. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, these are inspired, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Which makes them a little tougher to
No,
hit.
actually, they're not. They
they're
go to 1. I thought they went to 2 dodge. They don't even go to 2 dodge.
Still
They're
shit.
still shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow. My second, I would charge to there. Oh, actually, do I want to do that? No, I'm just going to move to there.
He's being sneaky now.
And then I'll flip it.
He flipped it.
I'll sidestep away.
Let's step away. So I'm going to delvicate, I think.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of sharpened points and synchronised effort. I'm going to get rid of iron grasp and slow advance. I'm going to draw 2 and 3.
Okay, so I'm going to charge to there.
Okay.
You've got anything in the power step.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's 3 swords, 1 damage. 1 sword.
Tazat, 1 dodge. Oh,
You got it. Can push you, I will.
I will charge. 1, 2.
Oh, he's got range 2. I've got that as well.
Oh no, Tazat's only range 1.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just move to there.
Okay.
I will play Settle In
Put him on guard.
to get, to get my guard token.
Okay. So for my 4th, I should just delve. Well, not delve. The other one. Focus.
Focus.
I'll get rid of Strip the Realm, or this one, and I'll get rid of all 3 of these and draw my last 2 cards. So I'll keep one of them, but I don't think it makes any difference. No, it doesn't. They're crap.
After your action, I do score step by step. Score immediately after your opponent's action. If a friendly fight with any move tokens holds a treasure token in enemy territory.
Nicely done.
So
Nicely
I put
done.
to 14. I pick up this. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. It's aggressive defender.
Okay.
Shit.
So you went first.
Yes. I
There's
think
only 1 in it.
Yeah, I scored. Do you want to do them 1 at a time?
You can do it.
Right, well, I didn't score aggressive defender.
Right, okay. I did score Lost in the Depths because there were no friendly fighters adjacent and they're not slain.
I did score risky position, score an end phase of a tempered friendly fighters in enemy territory.
Okay.
15 plays 16.
I did play Calm Before the Storm, score this in end phase if there are any damage fighters and those fighters are not adjacent.
As did I.
Okay. And your last one?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Calm
I
Before
also
Storm.
score Broken Prospects because I flipped that objective that you were standing on at the beginning of the turn.
20 plays 17 then. That wasn't bad. Yeah, I didn't get some of the hold the objective ones out. I mean, I got Supremacy, but I didn't get Iron Grasp.
No, you need those early, don't you?
Yeah, I had to get rid of Slow Advance and Iron Grasp because I just couldn't see me. I could possibly have scored one of them. I actually think I wanted you to kill her, but yeah, I don't think it mattered too much in the end. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I managed to kill Blackpowder in both games, which I was quite pleased by.
Unless you haven't seen the second game, in which case it only killed him this game.
Yeah. To be fair, we did say spoilers right at the start, so you know. That wasn't quite as close as the other game. It was still pretty close, but it's still pretty. Yeah, I didn't say who won though.
That's true. That's true.
So Gorlock, Blackpowder, is the winner of the Battle of the Bads.
Oh.
Well, not the whole thing, just this one.
Yes!
Yeah.
So the Brethren go through to the next round.
There you go. The Brethren. So the Brethren will drop through to
So you've got to play them again.
Yeah. To be fair, this deck wasn't awful. The deck wasn't too bad in the end, and if the warband was a little bit less rubbishy, it might not be so bad.
I feel the same with this deck. This deck works
I
reasonably
feel
well.
it's because we're both complete numpties swinging pillows
Oh
at
yeah,
each
absolutely, absolutely. That
And
is partly it. But if you imagine if the War Scroll wasn't so terrible,
Yeah.
they might be a little bit better. Though I hadn't realised they didn't even inspire to 2-dodge.
They're pretty crap, aren't they?
Yeah.
That is quite crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does highlight more that the problem is with the war bands and their war scrolls being lacking
Yeah.
than the decks themselves. And I figured this deck actually, with another war band that's got maybe just a bit more movementy shenanigans in it, would actually do all right with this.
Yeah.
I mean, that actually would probably go all right with Sepulchral Guard.
Oh, okay.
That would probably go really well with Sepulchral Guard, actually, because you've got lots of options to move people, and almost everybody starts tempered. So that's an interesting thought in my little brain. I just feel overall like it just does highlight that the war bands are the weak link in all of this, which is why we picked them in our Battle of the
Yeah.
Bands.
Well, I kind of feel like it shows that you can have a really fun game even if you don't have, as long as you have two roughly equal power
Yeah.
warbands, because I know you lost hope halfway through, but it still finished 2017.
Yeah, it was. I made the main mistake I made was I did things in the wrong order, because you had Gorlock here, and I thought I could charge onto this one and I would score the objective for having a charge token on a thing in enemy territory, and completely missed the fact that I needed that one.
Right.
Had I done
So
that, I
then
would have
you
charged
moved.
over
Yeah,
there
okay.
instead
Yeah.
and moved on to that one, because the charged guy here, you probably would have kept Blackpowder here to punch him in the face. Probably. I don't know for sure.
It was difficult to know. Probably yes, because you hadn't done because you did the damage here.
Yes.
The reason I retreated partly was because you did so much damage.
I did 3 damage straight
and
away.
I was like, well, I need to be back, otherwise you're just going to kill him for round 1.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have charged over here, possibly done the bird in, or at least done some damage to the bird, and then I would have moved the other guy onto this one here, ready for later on.
It's quite funny because the cards I had you killed something and got glory, I could have moved on to there, scored 2 for having the 2 next to each other because I was the underdog.
Oh, yeah.
Flipped it, scored, claimed the prize. So I was like, so I was really hoping when you charged onto here you had aggressive defender.
Yeah, well, so did I. That was my last card.
That'd be like, oh,
deck.
brilliant! I can farm that glory.
I mean, you did anyway.
I know I did. Yeah, I did.
4 your surges in the first
and that's
round.
another reason why I moved, because you then had a temper fighter
Yes.
there. I moved him down and had the triangle of 3.
My hope
but I
would have
didn't
been-
attack, did I? I charged over here because then I also had claimed the prize.
Yeah.
So that was like, well, I'll take that. Yes, because if you had got a glory, I'd have been the underdog and I could have scored. I don't know how that works actually. Presumably you have to choose the order in which you score them. So for the first one, I'd have been the underdog.
Yeah, because if
Then
they're surges, you can do them however you want.
Yeah, but I think I could only score one of them either way, because whichever one I scored, I then wouldn't have been the underdog.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But it wouldn't have been too much to
No.
get back around. Yeah, my main mistake was because I had Trial of the Tempered and Supremacy in my opening hand. I was like, I want Supremacy. I
You
don't want Trial of the Tempered.
That's horrible.
But then I had the Surge card, which I then mistook and
Right.
did the wrong thing. So yeah, that first round was like, I did kill Curious George for 1 glory, but that was it.
I think that supremacy is because you can't throw that away, especially with the Brethren of the Bob, because they just get worse. The game goes on.
They die so easily, and once they have attacked, they get so much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, if I don't take Supremacy at the start, I will probably never score it.
No.
I might have done
You
had
actually-
I kept my 2 guys over here.
Yeah, I
but
think you would have scored it round 2 if you'd had it, but of course
Possibly.
there's no guarantee, is there, at that point?
No, there's no telling what you would have ended up with. So I feel like it was slightly poor cards for me and a big mistake on misreading my objective.
My card came out better in that game, I think. But you did manage to stop me from scoring Strip the Realm.
Yeah, I was very aware that whenever I did anything, I just had to have one person on an objective.
Yeah, I knew I was probably screwed, because I think even if I killed him, you'd just move the other one onto it. So I didn't think I could get it. But I knew that the card there was 2 glory and scoreable, so I thought, well, it doesn't matter too much, because I was also going last.
Now, this does kind of highlight that any kind of competitive game like this, all the time it's not in a tournament competitive setting, does have that social contract involved that, if I came along with this deck and you turned up with lizards and Countdown to Cataclysm and something like that, it wouldn't be a fun game. I'd get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be fun for you if absolutely beating the crap out of your opponent is fun. But I think most people, most of
In
the
the
time,
ring.
want a bit of a closer game.
Oh, yeah.
I'll always take it in the ring. So, but this does highlight that if you both sort of agree ahead of time, let's both take terrible warbands and decks that we wouldn't normally go with, you can still have a really close and quite fun game.
I would thoroughly recommend trying, well, only on the basis of 2 games, but
Yeah.
I would thoroughly recommend choosing some worse warbands, or maybe restricting the decks that you can use.
Yeah.
It's quite good fun. It adds another intellectual exercise to the game. It's a bit like when we used to do the old faction
fractions
and Vanguard Plus and things like that, because
Yeah.
you have a restriction, which means you just can't take Countdown to Cataclysm. And I'd almost like to run a tournament, and I don't get anybody come, but I'd almost like to run a tournament where you just said you can't take Countdown to Cataclysm and see what people come up with, because Cataclysm kind of skew. I know not every winning combination takes it, but most of them do.
Yeah.
And so it ends up not skewing, but everything skews that way, and it's quite boring.
Yeah. It also takes a little bit of the pressure off you to pick the best combination of warbands and cards. If you know you're going suboptimal straight away, because I came into these games, I had no expectation that I was going to do well, and actually in both games I've scored more glory than I do in quite a lot of games where I'm actually trying.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to try not to think about too much.
I
It's a
haven't
bit
scored
depressing.
20 back to back. But I think, like you say, it's the warbands, because we killed many fighters in these games.
Because you don't even have healing potion with the decks at your disposal.
I don't know.
And
Which was a bit of a shock in the first game. I was like,
Yeah.
where's healing potion?
Oh, God.
Oh
God. He's going to die.
I have got, and you didn't push him back ever, I have got the one where you can have a heal if you push them, not push them back.
yeah.
I think I have to be in enemy territory, actually, so the second game wouldn't matter, but in the first game...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if it
can't
would have
remember.
mattered.
I can't remember.
But anyway.
No, I think I have to be in the... you're right. I think I have to be in your half. So
The one that's pushing back, I don't think you have to be in enemy territory.
No, but that's an upgrade, isn't it?
There's one where if you hit somebody and you push them back, then you can heal yourself.
Prideful Duelist.
Yeah, that's if you hit somebody.
This is immediately after friendly fight's attack if the attacker is in enemy territory.
Yeah, so
so
the
I
attacker
actually
needs to
completely
be.
misread that card.
Yeah. Hooray.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely say now that Thingy Uprising, whatever it's called, that one that makes everybody tempered for the next action step is about 99% completely useless. Because it only makes them all tempered for the action step, which means most of your power cards don't key off of it, and most of your objectives don't, because most objectives score after an action step. So, terrible. Anyway, we've waffled on quite a bit.
So things like if making a fighter with a tempered fighter or something.
It's like if a fighter's tempered when they make an attack,
Yeah, that's the
then
only
you get
time.
next turn. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I even took that card. So yeah, but yeah, it's definitely worth doing something like this. It makes you suddenly think about the game quite differently, and it's nice to bring out old warbands that are maybe a bit rubbish and give them a chance to. They might be, they might not be running the 100-meter Olympics. They might be running the Sunday school. Fate.
As long as everybody is,
three-legged
they're still
race.
good fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's bringing the level down and back to that
Like
thing
you
about
say,
the
it's
social.
like Sunday League football versus the Premier League football.
Yeah.
They're not fun to play against each other, but they're good fun to play
Exactly.
at home on a Sunday.
And it's
Not
that-
at home.
it's that
You wanna play
social-
football at home, that'd be a nightmare.
But it's that social contract that if everybody's taking a similar level of slightly rubbishness, then everybody gets a little bit more of a
Yeah.
chance to shine. So hopefully you enjoyed that game. Like we say, the other games will be on Patreon, so do check out Patreon if you'd like to see all our other battle reports. You'll get access to our Discord as well and discounts to our tournaments and stuff like that, and it's dirt cheap.
So I hope you enjoyed this. We'll put up on our socials what the next game's going to be and what the deck pairings are, and you can predict how that one's going to go.
There we go, Gorlock's through, and the Brethren are down. And I will say,
Oh.
this was my most unlikely to win pairing.
Oh no! I hadn't really thought about it.
So
I feel like the knives are my most likely to win pairing because I don't think they're actually as shit as we thought they were.
they're not as bad as we thought. No, probably not. But I don't think if the dice don't go your way,
No,
they're
if the
very
dice don't
good.
go
So.
our way, yeah, we'll see.
So don't forget to click that like button,
And click that subscribe button.
and we'll see you soon, probably in the underworlds.
Bye!